Hello, all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. It is time for a Project Pan update. So I am going to start with my empties as I usually do. This month, all of my empties are samples, which isn't really surprising because the items that I had, like the large items or the full size items, most of them were pretty full. The only one I thought I would finish, but I didn't quite make it, and I'm so close, was my powder, but we'll get to that. So let's look at these samples that I managed to finish. Alright, so I have 3 primers here. I have the NARS Radiance Enhancing Pro Prime Light Optimizing Primer. I've used this before. It's fine. It's not something I would buy, but it's fine. It doesn't really do anything for me that I can see, which is why I wouldn't buy it. But you know, whatever. It's done. I also used up Benefit the Professional. This is a weird product for me, okay? I kind of don't get it. Sometimes when I use it, it breaks me out, and it breaks me out like constantly. This time it did not break me out. So I don't know. I don't understand. I wouldn't buy it because I have experienced breakouts with this product, and I do know that it was this product. But yeah, it was fine. It was fine this time around. My last primer is Giorgio Armani. This was the Prima primer, I believe it is. This is meant to be hydrating but also mattifying. I really liked it. I'm considering buying a full size of this. It's $138. So I don't know, I don't know why I liked it, because I didn't really feel like it did a whole lot for me, but every time I used it, I was just like, yes, maybe I will give you my money again, Giorgio Armani, because I don't know. I just really liked it. I might even see if I can get another sample of this. I'm pretty chummy with the folks at Giorgio Armani in David Jones, so maybe I'll go see them and have a chat to them. Okay, let's move on to foundation. First, let's talk about this first. This is Giorgio Armani Designer Lift. I love this stuff. This is one of my all-time favorite foundations. It's not perfect for me in summer because I get very oily, and this is actually aimed at helping to hydrate a bit. It's aimed at older skin types when you really like full coverage. So it's kind of like, it's good shit. I think I'm a bit biased with Giorgio Armani foundations. I don't know why, and maybe that's why I like the primer so much. They just work for me. They just, like, we're buddies, and I like them. So I was going to buy a full size of this, but they didn't have it in stock, so she's like, here, take a sample, you know. Let's remind you of why you are obsessed with this foundation, and I'm still obsessed, so I will buy that again in the future. One I will not touch with a 40-foot pole is the Hourglass Immaculate Nude Liquid Powder Foundation. This is mattifying and oil-free. It sounds perfect for me, but this stuff just was so hard to work with. I think it was because it set really quickly, so it was extremely difficult to blend. It was patchy. It was just like, oh, I don't know. If I could have gotten this on evenly, I think I would have loved it. But I just couldn't get it on evenly, so I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't risk spending the money. Alright, so I have some kind of random products. I've got the Urban Decay Sin Eyeshadow Primer. This is like a champagne coloured shimmery eyeshadow primer. I don't mind it. I wouldn't purchase it. I would buy the original. I didn't really feel like this was as effective as the original, but it was good for putting under like shimmery eyeshadows that weren't as shimmery as you wanted them to be. It kind of illuminates it a little bit more, which is good. So, you know, I can see why they would sell this, why they would have created it, but it's not something that I personally feel like I need in my collection. I finished off a mineral shadow. This is Kylie's mineral, I don't know. It was like a shimmery color. I used it as a highlight. It was so easy to go through. I literally dusted it like cheekbones, down the center of my nose, tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, shoulders, collarbone, and it was gone. Good stuff. Josie Maran. This is the Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer. Now there's still some left in this bottle. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, like, it's sort of, I had it laying down, so it's all up on the side. When I was using this, I did have it standing up and it was all sitting at the bottom. And I went to use it one day and I was like, this is going to be my last use, because I was using it on my shoulders and here and on my face. And it wouldn't pump out. So I said, you know what? That's it. It's done. I am considering this done, and I'm adding it as like an actual finished product, because I endured this. I endured it until it was done, or until it decided to stop working. I don't like this. It's not good. It's only good on the body, and even then, it's not that good. So yeah, I wouldn't, never again, never ever again. I finished 3 lip samples. 3. I am so proud of myself. I have Hourglass Grace lipstick. It's done. It is done. It is Dunsky. This was a nude cut. Whoa. This was a nude color. It was way too nude for me, so I put it over darker colors to make them more on the nude spectrum. I like it for that, but I wouldn't purchase it for that reason. I finished a Napoleon Purtis lip gloss. That's a feat in itself. I wouldn't purchase it. They're sticky. They're sticky and they bleed. They like bleed along the like fine lines. Just, you get it. It's gross. Biotherm Glossy Shine in number 30. Finished it. Been working on it for ages. There is still a little bit sort of in here, but I just can't get it out, and like, I'm not going to go to great lengths and stress myself out to get the very last bit of a product out of a sample tube. Before I move on to progress of my other items in the project, I want to talk about these 3 samples. These are samples I'm throwing away. So first up, I've got the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Advanced Performance Cream Eyeshadow SPF 15. I don't like it. It's I just don't like it. It dries matte, which is great, but it's also, it kind of feels a little bit tacky. I have used it in the past, and I tried recently to use it kind of as an eyeshadow primer, but it made my eyelids look like crepey, and no thanks. I'm just not going to use it. I have a Lord & Berry Sparkle Black Liner. It's black eyeliner. It moves and like moves. You guys, you know what I'm saying? It like runs down my face. And it has silver glitter in it. And my last sample I'm getting rid of is the Clara Cosmetics Kiss Proof Lips. It is a matte liquid lipstick. It is bright ass pink, and it is crazy drying and makes my lips feel crusty. Okay, let's move on to progress of my full size items. So this dude, this is the L'Oreal Paris Nude Magique BB powder. Now I had a dip in this, and or not a dip, I had pan on this, and I repressed it after I did my intro for this project. And I hit pan again, and I'm close. I've got, can we see that? Can we see that? It's a bit bright. There we go. So I've just got a tiny bit around the edges. I'm so close. I broke the lid. I didn't break the lid, actually. I'm not taking responsibility for this. The lid just fucking fell off like a potato. So that will be done by the next update, no doubt. Next one, MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Alright, let's do one of these. So there you can see my lines. I use this every damn day on my eyes. And something I want to say about this product, I actually think it's down to about there. So a little bit lower than the line I've got. But the product is sort of sitting up on the tube a little bit, and I don't know, just for the sake of the project, I'm just going to mark it where I can see like the light coming through it. So yeah, I think I've used a bit more. I know I've used a bit more because I can see through the bottle, but because you guys can't see that, this is how I'm marking it. I still don't like this concealer. I just don't like it. Like, the coverage is not that good. It really isn't. It's not something I would buy again, so yeah. We'll just keep going. This is my $1 Billion Brows Universal Brow Pencil. I'm tired of this, guys. I have marked this on a piece of paper. I'm going to insert a photo here because I'm scared I'm going to snap this and then I'm going to feel like I'm going to be annoyed. I'm going to be pissed off about it. So this is very dark and very warm, and the more I use it, the more I am sick of it. I have to apply this with a brush because I color my brows, or I fill my brows to match my blonde, which means I go lighter. This color is, or would be, fine for me if my hair, all of it, was like this color up here. But if I fill my brows with this like straight from the pencil, so if I do one of these, they look like, they don't look right. They look too dark. So I can't do that. I have to like take a little bit on a brush and put it through my brows. So I'm using it really, really slowly. It is frustrating me. And the reason I don't like this now is because every time I pick it up, I think, this is my $1 Billion Brows Universal Brow Pencil. That's not universal. Alright, this one, I'm quite pleased with this, guys. This is my MAC Eye Kohl in Ola Viola. I do have it marked on a piece of paper. I've used quite a bit. Can we get that to focus, or is it going to be too bright? It's probably going to be too bright. I'm going to put a photo in here. I have used this as a lip liner, which is actually pretty fucking cool. And I have also used it on my lower lash line, on my waterline, as an eyeshadow primer. I'm getting through it fairly quickly, and I honestly think if I concentrated on using this a bit more frequently, I would probably be able to finish it in a month. The formula is really, really soft, so it's easy to go through quickly. Yes, goals, finish this ASAP. Let's talk about my two lip liners. I'm going to start putting photos in here. I have the Revlon Color Stay lip liner in Raisin. I'm liking it. It's good. It's a nice color. It's perfect for when I want to do a dark lip. I'm wearing it under a nude lip color today. And then I have the Gorgeous Cosmetics Strawberry lip liner. Again, this is great for when I want to wear a lighter lip color. I have about the same progress on both of these, so I'm really happy with that. It's, you know, it doesn't look like a lot when you look at the pictures, but if it was one lip liner and I'd made that much progress, it means I would have been wearing it every single day and I would have been sick to death of it. So I am actually really glad that I put both of these in here. Will I finish both of them by the end of the year? Possibly, most likely not quite, but that's okay because I'm making progress on two lip liners and I'm really enjoying using them both. Next item, Benefit Hoola. Now, this had pan on it when I did my intro, and it doesn't have pan now, which means I repressed it. But I told you guys I was going to do that. I've been using this every single day. I wear makeup. I use it just about all over my face. I use it to contour. I use it to bronze. I use it to contour bronze my jawline, and I use it to contour my neck. It doesn't look like it's changed since I repressed it. Something I want to say about this formula, when I was repressing it, I noticed that if you've ever played with cornstarch, you'll understand what I'm trying to say here. It gets this funny consistency where when you try to manipulate it, it's extremely difficult to smooth out. But when you stop touching it, it kind of like relaxes. So this has a lot of cornstarch in it. And that's probably common knowledge for a lot of people who check out ingredients. I didn't really bother with this one when I purchased it. But yeah, it's expensive and it's full of cornstarch. I do like it. I like Hoola. It's not going to stop me from like using it, and I'll probably repurchase it at some stage in the future. I do have an unopened full size, and I've got this in, I think, a Christmas pack, or I don't know. I got a lifetime supply of Hoola. I am really hoping and praying that I can hit pan on this by the end of the year. Again, I don't know if that's realistic, but I just got to keep going with it and see what happens. This item is the Billion Dollar Brows Brow Gel. Now, I took the stopper out of this. Hang on. First, I will show you my progress from like where I started. So this is where I started. I took the stopper out of it because it was getting quite difficult to get product out, and I don't know if it was a good idea or not such a good idea, but this is what I'm left with. So that is the applicator wand, and you can see it's just chock-a-block full of like brown tinted gel. Essentially what I've been doing is taking a brow brush and sort of scraping it along the edge and then using it to apply the gel. The tube is basically empty when you take the wand out, so it all just sticks to the wand. So it's kind of good because I know I'm getting every bit of product, or I'm going to eventually get every bit of product out of it. But yeah, I certainly can't use the wand to apply it. My last full-size item is my Hugo Boss Woman perfume. So you'll be able to see my lines here. I think I've made okay progress. I've used it pretty much every day. I've got like a couple of new perfumes have come into my stash, so I have played with them a little bit. But for the most part, this is what I've been concentrating on. I am quite happy with my progress. I think if I keep going by the end of November, which is when I actually want to finish this project, I should have fairly little left in the bottle, which is good. My goal at the moment with my perfumes is kind of work on the ones that I'm not devoted to and sort of squirrel away my absolute nearest and dearest favorites. Alright guys, so that is it for my Project Pan update number 1. My finished totals of the little sample items that I finished will be here on the screen, and other numbers and words and stuff. I'll be back in a month with another update, and hopefully a few like full-size finished items. That's the goal. Plus more samples. Finish more samples. Finish more lip samples. That's like the main thing for me. They're hard to finish for me. They really are, guys. I'm just like, I have a few, I'll just show you. I've got a few mini lipsticks here that I've been working on. I also have this jerk of a thing, Napoleon Purtis. Why are we not surprised? And I just kind of rotate them because I get tired of using the same lip colors every day. So while these do have progress on them, it's not a lot of progress. But if you were to sort of like added up along all of the products, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's good progress. Well done you. High five. But I'm not going to show you that stuff because the video is long enough as it is. So I'm going to wrap this up. I will be back next month. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out Cat Night Beauty News. It'll be linked down below. I'm going to stop doing these ones because I'm always doing these ones. Staying alive, staying alive. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.